Right there.
Deal. What is the meaning of this? Put that firearm away and allow this gentleman and his bride to depart.
You ought to be a little more careful who you make sales to, Mr. Smart. You let this lizard walk out of here alive, he'll go straight to the federales. And we'll all wind up in jail. I plan to see that don't happen.
Mr. Hatchworth has no intention of harming us. He has just purchased this marvelous creature and is anxious to return with her to his island in the Caribbean.
This here is Clint Buchanan, not Mr. Hatchworth.
Buchanan?
That's right. Now, I suggest we take him to the nearest river and drop him to the bottom with a boulder for a neck.
Got me all wrong. I don't take lightly to parting with $1,400. And if I was to turn Mr. Smart here over to the federales, I'd not only lose my $1,400, I'd lose my little bride-to-be here along with it.
Teacher lady's your friend. You don't need to buy her.
Phineas, this fella is either plumb loco or he's been sucking on too many bottles of tequila.
I am beginning to understand why the schoolteacher parted with 100 of her own dollars in order to ensure that you would purchase her.
I merely thought that he was possibly the most God-fearing of this dreadful lot.
Look, if you would like to escort me and the lady to the outskirts of town to ensure your own safety, I have no objection.
Deal's words ring truer than yours. However, if I am mistaken, I apologize and shall pray for your soul.
You ain't mistaken, Phineas.
Shall we gather at the river?
Buying women is one thing, but murder, that's where I draw the line.
It's either kill him or we'll all end up in a stinking Mexican jail.
It's not only your word against his for that.
Well, you ain't got to take my word for it. I got proof right outside. Oh, Mendez!
You worthless son of a pig!
It appears you share Deal's opinion of this gentleman.
This man plied me with whiskey to gain knowledge of this auction. Then he lured me into a dark alley, assaulted me, and stole my clothes and all my money.
To me, this spinster lady belongs to Mendez, since it was his $1,400 that bought her.
Yeah.
You satisfied, Zeke?
Huh? Robbing is no cause for killing. Or swindling either.
You would be tying the noose yourself if it was your clothes and your money, Gordo.
The fairest solution is a vote. Gentlemen, shall we release the imposter and find ourselves without our own freedom?
No! Let him go!
It appears you have been outvoted, Zeke. The majority rules. The verdict has been rendered.
What manner of a heathen are you? You buy and you sell women and you take a man's life for nothing more than a thirst for vengeance? Have you no respect for human life other than your own? Have you no compassion? Have you no conscience? I refuse to believe that you would take a man's life as easily as you would take a fish from the sea.
At first blush, you seemed a rare catch. But I now realize why you have retained your virtue for so long. No, Deal. We have enough trouble without shooting him here in town.
I agree. Be a lot more fun to watch him sink to the bottom of the river.
The maiden right along with him.
Look, what's the harm in letting them ride out of town? We can make sure they don't make any trouble for us later.
Well, we'll just drown you, too.
Yeah!
Let's go!
Governor, what is the meaning of this invasion?
Every man in this room is under arrest for buying and selling
killing of human lives. No. Release the captive women.
Please, allow me to clarify this misunderstanding.
Mr. Buchanan has explained everything quite clearly.
Party's over, Phineas.
It appears Deal is a finer judge of character than I.
Well, you should never trust a man in a white suit.
Take this poor excuse for a man out of my sight.
The captain of the police shall vouch for me.
He has been arrested also. There will be no more slave trading in Mexico. Take him away.
Governor, this big man here, his name's Zeke. He tried to help us out. And I think he'd like to change his ways. You just kind of go easy on him.
I will take your recommendation into advisement.
Thank you.
Pardon me, madam, for not asking you sooner. Are you all right?
I'm very confused by this sudden turn of events. Very grateful, but very confused.
Well, on the way to the auction, I stopped by the governor's office, and we had a little chat about Mr. Smart's slave trade.
I called out the militia immediately.
And we're much obliged for your quick action, Governor.
If I can be of service to you, Mr. Buchanan, it would be an honor to me.
Sir, the women are terrified. They have no money, no means of returning to their homes.
We'll get them back safely.
Thank you.
Jenny, do you have any idea what happened? Jenny?
I'm telling you.
Jenny. There, you're all right. You're going to be all right. I'm here.
Good heavens. I've never fainted before in my life.
Well, you've never been through an ordeal like that before in your life. But you're safe now.
Forgive me for being such a burden to you.
You might have been a burden to Phineas Smart. To me, you're just a little gift from heaven.